I already uploaded Sales 18 Problem 1. So let's go ahead and look at the first question. So it says, enter your own name and address information, okay, into the customer center. All right. Well, I'm not going to use my name, but I shall create a fictitious one. All right. So, how do you enter a new customer?
You can go to the home page to the customer center.
Yes, that's one.
You can go to the menu bar to customers.
Yes, you can. And you can, yes, menu bar customers. Yes, to the customer center. And then
the
icon bar, you should have your customers on there. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the customer center via menu bar. And how else can I create a new customer?
Right click.
You can right click anywhere. A new customer. Good. And the last one. Not manage transactions.
New customers and job.
New. Mm-hmm. That's correct. New customers at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and enter a new customer. It says to enter in me, but I'm going to go ahead and use Mr. Sanchez just because it's easy to create stuff for him because he owns his own fictitious business called Coffee Cafe. Okay. And his name is Mr. Robert is his first name. Oopsies. I don't know if he has a middle, what his middle initial is, but his last name is Sanchez. Okay, let me fix that. Sanchez. All right. Does he have a main phone number? I'm going to say it's 702 853 7482. Yes, that is the school's number. Does he have the main email? Sure. He could be Sanchez dot Robert at cafe.us. Actually, let's change it to .biz. And then his website will probably be coffeecafe.biz. Okay. And his address, I'm just going to use the school's address for this. Actually, I'm just going to actually use a random one. Let's see. Let's say 2625 South Rainbow Boulevard, Suite, I don't know, E, if they have one. I'm not quite sure if they do, but if they don't, good. Suite E, Las Vegas, California, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89146. Okay? And I'm going to say, you know what? His billing address is the same shipping address. So I'm going to click OK. All right. Okay. So all that information. And what is his position? I totally forgot about that. I'm going to say he's the owner. All right. And then let's go ahead and fill out the rest of the information. So the next question is going to ask me payment settings. So payment settings, does he have an account number with us? I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to make up one. It could be anything. And do we have payment terms? Sure. I'm going to give him 2% and 10 net 30. Preferred receipt's going to be by mail. And credit card. No, he does not have a credit card. Do we give him a credit limit? Sure. I'm going to give him $5,000. Okay. Next is going to be, oopsies, I skipped one. Sales tax. Is he's going to be a regular customer, so he's going to be taxed with that same number and nothing else. And then here is going to be additional information. So what kind of customer type is he? I'm just going to say he's business, so regular. Does he have a rep? No. Oopsies. Let's do that again. He is business. All right. And what county does he belong to? I'm going to go ahead and say Clark. Okay. Any information do I want to know about him? I'm going to know his spouse's name. I actually don't remember what it is, but I'm going to go ahead and say it is Martha. All right. Once I've finished all filling that information, I do not need to put a job for him. There's nothing that he's actually buying from us that we need to buy for him. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And now he populates as one of our customers right here under Coffee Cafe. All right. Let's see what question number 2 asks. Question number 2 asks is entered a sales receipt using the data in the table 2-4. Okay, the payment will be automatically grouped with other payments in the undeposited funds. Okay, we'll talk about that later. You need to create the customer record using quick add by selecting, okay, so we're going to be adding him in as a random customer. Let me go ahead and close this and let's see. How do we create a sales receipt? How do we create a sales receipt?
Under customers where it says create sales receipt,
That's all. What is this? What is this called?
main homepage.
Homepage. Good. Where else? You could go to Customer Center via the icon bar. Where else?
The menu bar under customers.
Menu bar under customers. Yes, you do have a little variety here. You can either go to Customer Center or you can actually enter a sales receipt or create a sales receipt. Sorry, it says enter sales receipt. Okay, now I'm going to go to the Customer Center and from there, okay, okay, and now I'm in the Customer Center. Now, how else can I enter in a sales receipt?
Click on the coffee cafe.
If I click on it, what's going to happen?
I'm not sure.
Well, what do you want to do?
Well, we're already there. We're already there.
Uh-huh.
Um, to-dos? I don't know this one.
Not to do. To do is a different thing. Anybody else? This will be part of your certification navigation portion of the exam. You need to be able to answer the questions in all the ways that possible.
Do you go up to the new customer and jobs? No, we already did that.
No, we're looking for to enter a sales receipt.
Did you already right click? You didn't right click on the
No,
Coffee Cafe yet.
no, I did not.
So right click on
It,
that.
If I right click on it, I have enter sales receipt. Okay, where else can I go? New transactions at the top of the window. That is correct. New transaction, sales receipt. Oopsie, sales. Yeah, sales receipt. Yes. Two more ways. No worries. Two more ways. You can manage transactions at the bottom, sales receipt. And then the last one I showed you before, oopsies, I hit the wrong one. If you go to income tracker, right, the new income tracker thing, you'd be able to enter a sales receipt here. Okay, since I'm already here, I'm only going to go ahead and click the sales receipt. So here's my window for the sales receipt. All right, and let's look at who are we creating this sales receipt for. So it's saying we need to write it for Pavlovich, okay, Anna, okay. She's going to be class of Walnut Creek. We're making on January 24, 2019. Invoice, our sales number is going to be 2019-1. And shipped to Anna Pavlovich. And it says I have to quick add her. Okay, so I have to enter in that information. So 512 Southwest Chestnut Drive, Walnut Creek, California, 92841. And then check number is going to be for 211. She's going to write a check. And she bought a camera from us, Contra Costa, and tax. And she bought 4 cameras. Okay. Wow. Let's fill this information in then. Pavlovich. Okay, so here we're already at the sales receipt. We're going to enter at the very top P-O-V-L. And I'm going to go ahead and add. Okay, so here I can go ahead and actually fill in her actual name in here. So it's going to be Anna, and she's a Miss. Miss Anna, and it is Pavlovich, Pavlovich. Okay, again, I can go ahead and enter the information here if I wanted to. So what's her address again? It's 512 Southwest, let's see, Southwest Chestnut, is it Driveway Avenue?
Street.
Street, Walnut Creek. Okay, 5999. Okay, street in Walnut Creek, comma, California 94599. And I'm gonna automatically assume that is her shipping address as well. Okay, and I'm gonna click OK. So I've already quick added her, and just by adding her information in like that, it automatically popped this in here. Okay, so she belongs to the Walnut Creek location. Okay, here, Walnut Creek. All right. So from what I've seen here, she wrote a check, and it's for check number 221 or 211. 211. And for the date, I'm going to make it a little sooner. So I'm going to say she bought this in May, on May 31st. Okay? And the invoice is now, the sales number is going to be 2021. All right? And she wrote a check for us. So the item that said that is going to be, that she bought from us is a camera. So here if I write camera, it's SR32. Here it's going to automatically populate the information. Quantity, well, she bought 4 cameras from us. So therefore, she paid us $2,783. Okay? And we are not charging it out of state. We are charging her, I think we're charging her regular tax, right? Contra Costa is her tax, and now she owes us $3,000. So here, I'm going to go ahead and say, thank you for your business, and I'm going to indicate here, she bought 4 cameras from us. All right. I'm going to make sure everything looks validated here. If there's a custom sales things, if there isn't, that is fine. You can always customize it later. Okay. And yeah, so everything looks good. I'm going to go ahead and click save and close. And now it says this charge will reflect in your running. Okay. Yes. So now that I made that bill right here, if you look on here, she is the top one. Anna Pavlovich sales receipt for 2021 for March, for May 31st. Okay, for $2,000, and it's been paid off. Okay. All right. So what does the next scenario say now? All right. Enter an invoice using the following information. Table for 2-5. Print the invoice on a blank piece of paper. So, yes, let's go ahead and enter this invoice. All right. So, let me go ahead and leave my my income tracker. And let me get to my home page. And I'm going to ask you, what are the ways to enter an invoice?
Would it be create invoices under customers?
That is one.
And you can also go to the menu bar.
Menu bar.
Is that the top bar?
Yeah, anything up here in gray with the letters is the menu bar.
Okay, go to customers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
Uh-huh.
Create invoices.
Yes. Create. Oh, there you go. Create invoices.
Icon bar.
icon bar. What do you want to use in the icon bar?
Customers.
Customers is correct. You can also go to income tracker. Don't forget that one.
Tracker.
So in this, and then when we go to the customer center,
Transactions.
yes, new transactions at the top. Invoices. Oh, I see payments. Invoices. Enter invoices. Okay.
Manage transactions.
Manage transactions. Yes, you can create an invoice there. Right here, invoices. And I don't.
Right-click.
Right click on it, and you can enter invoice right here. Create invoice. Now, question to you guys: what is the difference between an invoice and a sales receipt?
An invoice is what you send out.
Okay.
The sales receipt, you received it? Your
Okay.
payment?
No. No.
Would an invoice be for services and a sales receipt be for product?
No.
No? Okay.
Sales receipts when you actually accept cash and credit card at time of service, so you're entering that as a transaction that you already have it.
Correct.
And then invoice is when you're billing somebody for something you've given them or service, and you're sending it out with payment terms.
That is correct. So invoices is when the customer pays later. Sales receipt is when you create it for a customer that pays at the time of the transaction, at the time of sale. So yes, that is the difference between them. And yes, so in this case, this person didn't pay us yet. He's asking us to put it on his account, and he's asking us to bill him for the services that he bought. So I'm gonna go ahead and create a new transaction. So it's it doesn't have to do with the people here. So I'm gonna go ahead and create a new transaction and create an invoice. So invoices. All right. Wait for my computer. Okay, I guess it didn't work. Oh, okay. I think I have it. So, okay, here you go. Here is, that is not an invoice. Okay, let me go ahead and exit it. This maybe it popped up, but it's not showing up on my screen. So let me go ahead and close out all my windows. Go to the home page, and I'm just going to do that one because it's my easiest shortcut. So create invoices, receive payments, credits, receive payments. Okay, create invoices. Okay, there you go. There, it's popping up now. Okay, so here is my invoice form. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at what it's asking us to punch in. So here we're going to do Ron Berry, which is our customer. He belongs to Walnut Creek, and we're going to use the Academy Photography Services. And again, we're going to do January 2020 106. And let's see what he purchased from us. He purchased indoor photography in an indoor photo session, 3 of them, and he bought a retouching package, 4 of them. And he's from Contra Costa, 3 hours, and Walnut Creek. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and enter him in here. So here is going to be Ron Berry. I can either write Ron or I can write Berry, whichever one If I see him, he will populate all his information in there for you. Class is going to be Walnut Creek. Here you go, Walnut Creek. And this time I actually have a customized invoice already set up for us. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. Now it's going to ask me to enter the date. So again, I'm actually going to change this date. I'm going to make it that he bought it from us on June 2nd. And I'm going to change the invoice number just so it's a little relevant. Okay, to 2020-106. Again, his information is already filled in. There is no purchase order that he's requested from us. Net 30 is automatically filled in. So now we need to fill in what did he purchase from us? He purchased indoor, photo shoot, and he also purchased retouching. All right. Quantity, he got 3 hours of indoor and 4 retouching services. Okay. So once I've looked at this, I can validate all of this. And then here, Contra Costa is already selected. Here, we're going to make a thank you for your business memo. Is going to be 3 hour photo shoot and 4 retouching. Okay. Tax, and we validate that he owes us $665. And then we can go ahead and say save and close. So there, we went and we sent out a bill to hit the customer, and it's due on July 2nd. Okay. Now let's go see what happens next. So question 4 asks us to record a payment dated on February 5th, which I'm not going to do, for a full amount from Ron Berry. Okay, he wrote a check to us for $995. I'm sorry. He wrote a check number 9951123 and apply to the invoice 2019-106. Okay? All right. So this is us now asking us how we can receive a payment. And how do we receive a payment?
Receive payments on page.
Yes. Where else?
Would it be, can we look up the customer
What do you mean look up at the customer?
on the icon bar?
Yes, we'll take it to the customer center. Okay. So my customer center. Okay.
Also on the menu, you can go on the menu also.
Menu bar. Okay. That you could go to either the customer center or you can actually click receive payment. Receive payment. Up one.
Oh,
Okay. Where else can you
What
go?
about the icon bar with the income tracker?
Yes, you are actually, yes, that is, you can receive payments there. Let me go ahead and go to the income tracker. Hold on, there you go. Sorry, I think my internet is shutting down on me. Okay, so yes, we were able to go here, and yes, we can receive payments. Okay. All right, let's go back to the actual customer center. And let's see. How can you receive a payment?
Would it be managed transactions?
Yes, make sure that, but yes, you can click manage transactions and receive payment right here. Receive payment. Three more ways. Three more ways.
We gotta click on Ron Berry.
Okay, what about, right click? Yes, you'll be able to receive a payment here.
Receive payments.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there's two more left.
I think that in the income tax, you can do it through there too.
The income tracker? Yes, we just already explored that one.
And the one on the, on that same page to the right, kind of in the middle right, up at the top, income tracker. There's another income tracker.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Well,
Yes.
that's not one of the ways because that's getting to the income tracker. But yes, you can go through the income tracker through the customer
Taskbar
center.
Or whatever, or customer, okay.
Yeah.
What is that bar called? Not the icon bar, but the, I mean, not the task bar, menu bar, whatever that is.
This?
The second gray one, the second gray line down.
This one there's no terminology for it. You just say new transactions.
And then if you keep going to the right, that income tracker. Is
Again,
that-
that's another way you can get to the income tracker, but that's not. I don't count that as a way of paying.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Transactions.
Yes, new transactions, receive payment. All right. And the last one's a tricky one. I'll go ahead and show you. If you double click the invoice, so here I'm already at Ron Berry. You have the receive payments right here. Okay, that's the hidden one that not many people know. That if you go straight to the invoice, you have the receive payments button right there. And guess what? I'm going to go ahead and click that. Because Mr. Ron Berry is paying for his stuff. Okay? And it says that we received a check from him. Okay. Received a check from him. And that making sure that he paid, I'm going to say he paid on June 29. Let's just make it up. We already are making it going against the invoice 2106 by actually opening the invoice, so we don't need to make sure that we've already selected the invoice and select that he's receiving payment for this specific invoice. All right, his check number was that long one. Can anybody tell me what it is? It's like
106.
no, the check number. His check number is 9951123. 9951123. All right. Making sure for the payment amount is for in full. He paid us completely, and because we didn't give him any terms, it was just net 30. We don't have a discount to apply.
Where did we get the check number? I'm not sure where to look. Oh, never mind. I see it. Duh.
Okay.
Right in front of my eyes.
Yeah.
I was looking for bold print.
Yes. So yes, it's right there. So for 2106, which we already validated, this is the check right here, or this is the invoice right here. It even says right here for the invoice of 202106. Okay, so We're pulling it from here. Now I am going to make sure everything's okay, and I'm going to click save and close. And then you should get the beep of approval. Okay, so the invoice has been paid, and it will tell you right here that it is paid. Okay. All right. And what does the last thing ask us to do? Deposit everything from the undeposited funds account in the checking account of on 2/8, which I'm not going to do. I'm going to do the 31st. Deposit slips and deposit summary onto a blank page. Okay, so it's asking me to deposit everything into my checking account. Now, there are 2 ways to be able to do this. Yes, there are 2 ways you could be able to do this. Maybe there might be a third one if you create an account for it. But if you didn't create an account for it, then you only have 2 ways for it. All right. So what are the 2 ways to go ahead and deposit your undeposited funds?
Click on record deposits on the home screen under banking.
Yes. And then what's the second way?
Wherever your undeposited funds are, and under register.
Not the register.
What's that? Bank.
Yes, banking. You'd be able to access it. Let me see. Banking. No, I'm not even under banking. Banking. I could either use the register. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah. Deposits. Make deposits.
Oh.
Okay. So yes. And if you notice here, I have 2 things that I need to deposit as of right now. I'm going to go ahead and make a screen. Okay, so now it's asking me what do I want to do, and if it told me to do all of them instead of do a specific one, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure that it's all. And for the date, in this case, it just populated everything. You're going to go ahead and select each one and say, because they're both checks, you don't need to separate them because we don't need to include any bank charges or anything like that. So what we're going to do is, because they're already both checks, I'm going to select them and I'm going to click OK. And then we get here to the deposit funds deposit slip form. Okay, so it's going to ask you, do you want to have cash back? So then when you make the deposit, you're going to actually receive cash after that. I don't think it's necessary. Just validate that these totals match up and equal for the total of $3,600. And I'm going to go ahead and click save and close. And then what you're going to notice is if you click your check register, it's going to say that your deposits went through. Here, deposit 1. Wait, I don't remember what date I selected, but you have deposited this right here. All right. Okay, so that is it for chapter 2. I don't think we have time to finish off if we start problem 2. So I would actually encourage you guys, as soon as you guys are able to download your program, download the files. I've posted everything in the classroom. And other than that, I just want to make sure that you guys go ahead and try to do this one on your own. All right. Make sure you follow the steps into which files to load. It should let you know right before the problem happens. So it says right here, make sure that you restore sales 18 problem 2. Other than that, good job guys today. I want you guys to keep practicing on these finding all the ways, okay, because that's part of your certification exam. 1/3 of it is going to ask you for navigation, and there's not just one answer. You have to explore all. If there's about 8 or 9 different 10 different ways to get there, make sure that you explore all the options, because it will mark you wrong if you skip the problem, and you definitely don't want to do that. So other than that, if you guys don't have any other extra questions,